and it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. What up, everybody? Welcome back to Formula Sundays on a very, very tiny grid tonight. Also on a track with tiny space, so maybe that works out very well together. How is everyone doing? Wait. Hey, Fabian and Laura in the chat as well. But yeah, we are in Saudi Arabia tonight. Having, as said, only 9 people as of now on the grid. Maybe Eric is still coming around. Hope you slept well today. Actually, yeah, I probably did. The woman woke me up a little bit early, not knowing how long I had gamed yesterday night. But till then, I had a very nice rest, and I had lovely food just now. Yes, this is great. We have Formula Sundays again. This is one of my favorite tracks to watch, because of all the reasons that makes it a horrible racetrack. Like super blind, super quick, super hard. You know, like the daredevil of racetracks, really. And yeah, I don't know, man. Lauda, how you doing? Do you have the shisha past your racing setup as well, as MQ apparently has? This is just Middle Eastern gaming. Oh well. Yeah, 9 drivers tonight. At least our championship contenders are with us here. Sid and Seagull still. Super quick, super hard. Oh well. Oh, I step on the throttle in F1. Am I right, gamers? Okay, yeah, no. So first one out for blood is Janneman here on Intis, meaning we are gonna switch away from him as soon as we have the option, because let's be real, bro isn't gonna set a competitive lap time with that. But yeah, first hairpin negotiated nicely. Now coming up to the worst part of the track, and there's the invalidation, so no point in watching beyond this anyway. So who is starting his up lap now? Glancelk, even on soft tires. We are truly blessed today. Yeah, I guess Lauda can't really answer to the question asked before if he's driving, which he should be doing. Oh, Glancelk here, a little bit of a hit to the wall. A slightly suboptimal line through that turn. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. This is probably not the case here, but would be funny if there was like a way where you do the NASCAR trick, like where you just wall ride through the turn to be quicker. But the walls are all in the wrong places here. That's doing alright for Glancelk here though, apart from his earlier crash. He's gonna set a time that is not horrible as a benchmark. Who went? Emils and MQ both going straight back into the pits. Mapper's fault, yeah, actually. Nadeo fixed this. And Emils retired. What the hell? And Emils is gone. Yikes. Let's just... Alright, actually, let's just watch Glancer go into the pits. Lovely. Brendo. Where is Emils? Ah. So, Sid. Oh, Lauda fastest lap in the meantime. There is the Aston. No, that's Seagull going back into the pits. Sid is definitely gonna beat that time. Yep, by a good 1.5 seconds. And there is the Ferrari coming over the line soon. And that is Lewis. 1:29.2, so he is ahead of Lauda as well. Let's see what the other man is cooking. Probably cooking an in-lap, honestly. He should be cooking an in-lap. Now he's definitely cooking an in-lap. I mean, he has no fuel. What's the point? Jerry! 29.9. Currently last of the bunch, but, well, securing a top 10 position anyways. I don't know, man. What's been going on in the world that we can... Okay, actually, no, I don't want to talk about what's been going on in the world. Stream is probably just gonna be taken down for political content then. There's too much shit going on in the world. The world of F1, honestly, not much after last weekend. Turns out we could have raced last week anyways, because the race was just conveniently moved away from FS time. Really glad that Ben Subayem did listen to my calls and yeah, moved the race out of the way for clashing with Formula Sundays, but unfortunately he did not tell me he was going to do that, and then we couldn't have the race regardless, so yeah, I'm gonna ask him to communicate that a little bit better next time when there is like a big time clash. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like he should pay a fine or something for that. It's probably like a fair thing, right? It's like pretty much swearing in our face, but like non-verbal, right? It's just a little bit BM. I mean, yeah, that is a fun thing that's happening though. Like the entire, like, yeah, drivers are getting fined for swearing. Kind of laughable, honestly. To be fair, like they do kind of have a point in like children are watching this as well, because I can remember watching the press conferences when I was like very small still and barely understood English. But then again, I can't really remember incorporating swear words a lot into my language because of it, so he may ultimately just not have a point. Oh yeah, let's see Glansaki again. Did not hit a wall in Sector 1 this time. A big improvement. Through the second DRS zone, chicane coming up. That is too deep. Oh boy. I mean, it's a cool catch, but it ultimately won't help him with his lap time ambitions. Let's see the bird. Man the myth. The seagull. In his Aston Martin here, still leading the championship, if I'm not entirely mistaken. Oh, taken a lot of curbs there, sliding around a little bit. But has done this reasonably well, I'd say, and this is the toughest part of the track done. This bit right here is not too bad, really. This braking zone not too hard to hit. Curbs are sort of lenient, given it's a city track, basically an artificial city track. The chicane is kind of hard to get right, because it can carry a lot of speed through here. Oh, but this is pretty much perfect. Makes the next one very tight as well. Now it's only last turn, and it doesn't really matter there too much if you go a little bit too deep. Because the turn is just like fairly wide, and if you miss the apex by a little bit, you just go for a later apex. Get a better exit regardless. And I think this is gonna crush the best time so far. Yeah, half a second ahead of Sid. Let's see what Jannemann can cook. Valid lap. And that is at least P3 for now. MQ. Taking a big huff. No, this is... I'm not sure what is happening here, but it's not good. He's not using energy. He does look like he's trying to go fast, but... Did he just forget to turn on? Oh, no, now he's done it. Okay, maybe this is just an extra outlap. He may have just abandoned it early. Okay, we will stay with him, I guess, for his attempt here. 3 seconds slower, no energy. No surprise, really. I'm going through the chicane here. Taking that very close to the wall, everybody. Racing line is really maxing out all the space that there is. Okay. Oh, honestly, wicked. Nice drift there by MQ. Now this is a little bit suboptimal. I think ideally you release it a little bit less in that right-hander. Either delta. Still a second faster than the previous time. Maybe he had a wall hit or something there. But then again, yeah, pretty much at the full speed part now. It's just 2 minor braking spots here. And at the end of the upcoming straight, in quotation marks. Who else is out there? Carries on in lap. Does not have much fuel left. Glenn Sugg is at another attempt. The first one to start his third one. Does he even get around to do another? Okay, I mean, I guess so. If he goes in and out now, he will have another try. But for now, I think like a time on the board would be nice already for him. I think he is going to finish that run. Unless he's diving immediately back into the pits. But he's still using ERS, so yeah. Looks like he's just going through with it. We've seen him so much already, so I'm just gonna jump over to Sid here. 2 tenths down after Sector 1. Oh, that is not ideal. He needs half a second to Seagull. I mean, maybe he greeted somewhere in Sector 2 or 3 big time. We can find this half second gain relatively easily, but sounds like a tough question for 3 braking points only that you have on the second half of this track. Exact same middle sector time. I think it was 0.236 after sector 1 as well. But yeah, he's still behind. I think you can go into the pits now and then get out again in time. I mean, Glenn Selk has finished his lap and has gotten 4 out of it. That is... well, who do we have here? Lewis. 9,000 down after the first sector, but this may well be an in-lap. I think Glenn Selk here. He looks like he's having some sort of warm-up lap or something for his last attempt. Alright, Lewis is going. Okay, never mind. Does not have the energy for the entire lap left, but he is currently a 10th up on his best time. Oh, actually, Okay, 13% recharge in that one turn is kind of crazy, actually. But he does actually get an improvement, but not position-wise. He does not get past Glenn. Puts his car on the wall. So, let's jump over to Lauda. Okay, a little bit sketchy line through the first sector, but fast, so not complaining. I think Lauda and MQ, probably the two people living closest to the venue. And yeah, the cars matching the little bit excessive Rolex decor as well. But yeah, MQ, I'm already saying, Lauda abandoning his hot lap here. Lewis asking why everybody is so fast. Apparently people are 205 miles per hour is in reasonable people units about 328 kilometers. I mean, I guess that is reasonably fast. But how you would expect, honestly? I mean, qualifying setups, I think, have a little bit more downforce, because you can gain so much time in Sector 1. But race setups usually run very low downforce, I think, so you can get past on the straights. Yeah. Wing discussion has broken loose in the general chat. So we have 4 bunches of last laps still coming up. I think all of them are gonna relatively easily finish their outlap in time as well. So let's see what MQ can cook here. He has not set a good time yet. 38.18 wings. Now that sounds like a lot of understeer, oversteer. Probably you should be losing the rear in these, no? Yeah. Personally not the biggest fan of running wings with such high discrepancy. MQ should probably speed up a little bit, I think. He can just about make it, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see what Seagull is doing instead. He's the first of the bunch to start his last lap. Oh, and Cherry is in the wall somewhere. And Cherry retired. You go through the first sector, yeah, it's crazy the comparison. Everybody's like, or in some laps at least we've seen, they are lifting out of that last right-hander. And Seagull's just going through their full throttle, throwing his car into the turn and making it. But yeah, as we see on the minimap, MQ was not able to reach the finish line anymore. Gonna start from P8. Emil's unfortunately not able to set a lap time at all. And Seagull is improving yet again. Definitely gonna jump to Sid afterwards to see if he is improving. Janeman retired. Parked his car on the wall. Lauda is back. He do be. At least beating Cherry. And MQ. So let's see. Yeah, Seagull 27.3 is crazy good here. 0.8 ahead of Sid. Lansel with the improvement, and I think, yeah, it's the Hamilton Verstappen bot of Formula Sundays right now. That's Seagull, Sid, Glenn. I think from what I've seen here, Sid did not, yeah, he wasn't able to get past Seagull neither in the end. Dear God, is Seagull fast, yeah. Yeah, Seagull is crazy fast here, 27.3, half a second clear of everybody else. Or rather, half a second clear of Sid and an entire second of everybody else. Close between Glenn and Jannemann here. Lewis and Lauda right bang in the middle, with Cherry there just behind Lauda as well. MQ not able to set a clean lap time, and neither was Emil, so these two starting from the last positions here tonight. Was split in half. What happened? So, waiting for players to load in, and then we're gonna go into the formation lab. Any predictions, fellow chatters? Eagle once more predicted Sid to win, but he does so every single week, I guess. Oder DNF. Yikes. Nah, surely you're gonna win, right? So, I don't know. I don't want to predict Seagull because it's boring, but I genuinely think he is inevitable. Maybe Glancell can cook today. I have a weird feeling that he might be. With that speed... Seagull should get at that one. Yeah. I think so too. People can barely keep up with him in the formation lab even. He's that fast. He's just so good. Neo. Hello, Nitro. Why you not playing, man? We need you here. Bro thinks he's actually... Oh god. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Did we talk drivers already? Like, RLF1 drivers? Kinda crazy what's happening. I feel like 4 rookies already? No? And then I feel Red Bull should sack Paris and put like Lawson or Tsunoda in the Red Bull, and then hire Colapinto for Racing Bull as well. You know, have game. Oh. But the game is probably on sale by like 80% off next week. Because nobody wants to play this. Lance Stroll is the GOAT, yeah. I've seen clickbait titles that he's getting fired, but it's probably just clickbait, right? Like, I can't even imagine him getting fired. So I did not even click at it at all and like see what the speculations are like. Because, I don't know. Long as the team... the team belongs to his dad. There's just no point. Man. We'll see after Christmas for next season. Yeah, fair. You don't have wheel at uni. Oh man, Jannemann took his wheel to uni. Be more like Jannemann. And be more like a different camera perspective, please. Lights are out, but we don't see shit. Hello. Ah. Seagull into turn 1 is side by side with Sid already. Glensack looking like he's gonna jump through as well. Jannemann is in the mix, but I don't think he's gonna go side by side in this section of the track. Let's see what Glensack is cooking. He's getting past Seagull. Has the tire advantage, of course. Soft tire starter. Went further back. There is some changes in positions. Yellow flag. Cherry once again. Yeah, it seems to have made contact with a wall at some point. And yeah, here we are racing. Seagull losing 2 positions here on the start. A rare Lando Norris start by the ever so dominant Maritime Bird. But yeah, let's see where this is heading now. This could be a little bit more interesting. Maybe Glenser can even attack Sid with DRS. A tire advantage. I doubt he can get away. I think Sid and Seagull should just be too fast to not follow with all the DRS you have on this track. So let's see. DRS, of course, activated as soon as we cross the line. It's going to be up for middle sector. Let's just jump on board. Does Cherry actually go past here? Oh, he do. Yeah, resource management is not in Cherry's vocabulary, as he has burned 80% of his ERS in the first lap. Recharge a little bit now. I lost his car there a little bit. Loses back through. The two are having their little tete-a-tete all the way behind the field. Cherry drifting over the curb a little bit. Probably the main source of track limit penalties on this track, and it's quite easy to do even. Oh, yellow flags. Ooh, there is a green car and the green wall. Lauda has spun around. It looked more menacing than it was in the end, probably. So, Seagull. Not in the position to make a move here, I think. Does gain on Glenselg, but not enough. Glenselg is barely gaining anything on Sid here, interestingly enough. Almost touching with the rear wheel there. Okay, this could be Seagull's time to shine though. Forced around the outside. And he's just gonna be backing out. Not even sending a late lunch in there. I mean, it would have been a horrible idea, don't get me wrong. Okay, Lewis definitely drifting a little bit there in his Ferrari. Let's get back to the top. Okay, so this finish would be my prediction now. Like, I'm sure it's gonna change plenty over the run of the race. But yeah. I'd be entertained if we end up like this. Red flag, yes. Stop the count. We're actually already done. Overtake coming out here. End of the DRS zone. And Seagull past Glenselg, and so Sid. The counter may be coming through here. I wonder if it's really the first one going 2 places back every single time. When there is like an overtaking opportunity. Because I think Sid is just going to concede 2 positions here again. Seagull. Okay, he's not even making the move actually, okay. Staying behind for now, Glenselg. Well, actually, he's losing some ground here. It's 0.8 behind now. Oh, big hit there by Sid. With the rear wheel. I mean, IRL this would have DNF'd you, but fortunately in F1 rear wheels are indestructible. And Lauda in the pits has probably lost his front wing at the track. Trying to die. Hey, stop texting and driving, my guy. This is illegal in most countries. And actually, I'm not sure if it's illegal in Saudi Arabia. Like, all videos of driving I've seen from there are just people driving on 2 wheels. So, who knows what is legal and what not. So, Sid about to lose P1 to Seagull. Does he lose P2 too, though? I don't think he does. At least not yet. Mercedes battle. Jannemann is probably gonna get through here. Already close behind, and he has DRS. Side by side now, further up, Sid goes back past Seagull. Jannemann is through. What do we have here? Lewis, yeah, losing the position to Cherry. Oh boy, these guys are really trying to get to know each other. More contact there even, at least from what I've seen. Yeah, and the pace of them is just different. Glenselk here following at a safe distance. Jannemann and Emils are catching up slowly, I guess. I think they gained about 0.3 here. But yeah, they need the top guys fighting, of course, to get closer. So, let's see. On board with Sid, no energy used at all. Gonna take his chance here, it seems. Round the outside, this should not be a problem. Glenselk 0.5 behind at this point. He's gonna get DRS, of course. So that's gonna be a little bit closer by the end of the straight. Let's see what these two are doing from his perspective here. I will say though, in the danger of me killing one of the top guys via Jinx. Kinda crazy that these guys can follow each other so closely and like battle with moving and defense so late at this pace. Really a testament of skill there. Glenselk taking the Seagull line here, apparently. Running a little bit deep and now getting overtaken by Emils even. Losing quite a bunch of time. And yeah, Jannemann and Emils have caught up to the top group, sorta. At least to Glenselk now with a mistake, but they're not too far away from Sid and Seagull. So I feel like Sid and Seagull may be able to pull away with just swapping around as the two of them. Because they are both just that much faster than the rest. I do also wonder when Glenselk has to come in for his new tires. Jannemann having to take care to not rear-end Glenselk already. And oh, there we are. He is leaving for fresh hearts, I assume, and probably finish the race on, or drive the remaining 19 full laps on the hard tire. Which is also going to be the strategy for everybody else then, I assume. So about lap 10, 11 maybe. We're going to see most of the guys. Oh my god, come in. That was a roller coaster by Emils here. Where did Jerry even go? Did he go behind him? I didn't even see him. That was crazy close. It looked like Emils had caught his car. But then he lost it again. That is unfortunate for the Latvian driver. Oh, Cherry. Having to open his steering a little bit to not lose the car himself and thus taking a little wall hit. But him and Lewis have caught up to MQ. Yeah, and like Seagull and Sid are zooming away from Jannemann. Holy moly. I mean, Janeman has probably lost some time in the entire Emils incident as well, right? Because he slowed down at least to make sure he wasn't gonna crash into him. Oh. They're here not slowing down enough to make sure he's not crashing into MQ. Oh, and Sid here is on the verge of DRS, 0.9 right now, spending some of his energy. And they are both having about the same amount. Oh, Glensark. Wait, what? Oh. But it looked like Glensark may have spun? I'm not entirely sure. No, who is that blue dot? That... Oh no, it is Glensark. Okay, yeah, fair enough. And Sid is out of DRS range. That is actually huge for Seagull. Can make it until... Okay, thank you. Yep, and oh god. I did not see what happened, what lost Sid 2 seconds. Or like another second at least. Yeah, I need to declutter my SSD though. Like, Windows is valid in this regard because I think both my HDD and SSD, and my Cherry, man. My Cherry is definitely losing his shit here. But now both my drives are like pretty full. Fortunately for Cherry, he can just go into the pits by the end of his lap. I mean, as can everybody else, but it's roughly the strategy timing for him as well. So, yeah, like he's gonna lose 5 seconds to get his new front wing, but he's not gonna lose so much time because he has to go like an entirely different strategy and drive the entire race on hards. A strategy, yes. Oh man. Dymski, come back. Okay, Seagull into the pits, and so should everybody else go. Ah, yes, watching seagulls. So, Seagull and Sid right back together. I guess that worked okay for Sid. He's about a second closer again. Right here. Cherry staying out, so whatever damage he's taken to the front wing is not substantial. Further up we have Lewis and MQ. Trying to decide who's on top here. These turns. Harry is back up in the mix, and Seagull is up in the mix as well. A little bit too far back yet. He has DRS, which is huge for him again. Because he's gaining time on Sid with this. And keeping him out of the DRS range. MQ has to make room, I guess, for Lewis on the outside. Janeman is still going, not pitting yet, collecting leading laps. These two guys getting in there, which is probably just about the best timing that Seagull could have wished for. Maybe not. I think he would have liked to not have Lewis in front of him through Sector 1 here. But well, That's something you gotta live with. At least you're getting DRS in the latter half of the track. Right now you can see Sid gain. And he's getting closer to that 1 second window again. Because Lewis on the used tires is slower than the two of them. Overtaking attempt on the inside. I think Lewis is just gonna let go. And now this is Seagull's chance. He can put enough ground between himself and Lewis. Sid won't profit from the DRS too much, but I guess this is probably about the biggest disservice Lewis could have done Seagull. Yeah, that was possible, so... Yeah, Sid getting DRS and just getting through without having to do anything is a huge W for the Alpine driver, and now he's back in the mix. Jannemann finally going to the pits. Pretty sure it's gonna be hard regardless. Oh boy. Side by side here through turn 1. Seagull up in the lead in the end. What is he? Yeah. I love how the Alpine just turns into the void from some perspectives. Just the deepest black ever, absorbing all light. But yeah. They're still going. I guess they're gonna be going like this for quite a while. 1 lap difference on the tires is really nothing. I mean, Sid does have the time penalty, which is kinda bad. Seagull really only has to sit these last few laps out. Let's see. Leaves him past here already. Not really a great defense, but yeah, then again, this is pretty much NASCAR. Can change. But the lead had like 3 points off the lap. Now it's going to be going to Seagull again on the main straight. It's probably going to go back to... Nah. Braining. Let's have a look at some other positional changes that might be occurring here. Three-way battle still between Lewis, Cherry and MQ. These three getting to know each other quite well on this track. And no moves on the start-finish straight. So through sector 1 now, harder to follow. Cherry and Lewis trying to keep the gaps tight, of course, without rear-ending anybody. Oh, what the hell? How did that happen? I look away once and he somehow just drives past him. Got the three of them still together now in a different order. Yellow flag, that is Lauda. Who has apparently spun on his own, I think. There was a gap about 2 seconds between him and Glenselk. Yeah, Glenselk really... I mean, it's like... You don't want... I call the drivers disappointing, but I think, like, from the expectations he would have had with his P3 qualifying, the race so far, yeah, going in a rather disappointing fashion for him. Alpine Void is as bright as Paris Future. To be fair though, I'd swap with him any day, man. Like, I'd rather be shit and frickin' rich than not being rich, right? Like, we're joking about his future as if he's not just gonna retire next year, take like the buyout sum as compensation for being let go early of his contract. and living a happy life until, yeah, he dies rich at 90 years or whatever. So I don't know, man. I'm not sure like how they keep him in there though. Like it's actually kind of crazy how far behind he is compared to Max and like compared to the other top teams. But hey, I'm not harassing my coworkers, so I don't qualify as Red Bull team boss. So Jerry back up on top here against MQ and Lewis. Lewis is probably gonna get MQ here as well. He's just getting a phenomenal exit. Both of them have DRS. Lewis has the better line though. Lauda is not allowed to say frick him. Through FIA here. Nightbot is... yeah, Nightbot's middle name is Mohammed Ben Sulayem. Immediately fining Lauda for saying the frick word. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. These guys are just gonna continue on together and swap in positions every now and then. Until someone makes like a big enough mistake to fall behind the group here. Same goes for the bros up front. Seagull and Sid are just enjoying their life there. Oh my god, and Cherry looked like he had an adventure with the wall again. Okay, yeah, I just need to say it, like they're staying together until someone makes a mistake and then Cherry delivers, but that's like the opposite of what I wanted. Stop it. So, Sid, getting past Seagull again. One-time community service, well, yeah. Minus 10,000 social credit score. Just a matter of time until they introduce that. Oh, and Seagull here. Almost taken Sid out there. And not in a nice way. And he collected a corner cut penalty though, which is huge. Because... oh, shit. Now all of us are on 3 penalties here. So... pretty much leveled playing field, except MQ and Lewis, of course, having the advantage. And Emil's having the disadvantage now again. 6 seconds, the first one to get his second penalty. Yeah, that gives Sid a little bit of momentum, if you will. I mean, I don't think such a thing really exists in F1. It's not like in other sports or like... yeah, it's really not like in other sports where you can get like the momentum on your side and such. Of course, sometimes your car's just faster. I feel like it's not really changing throughout the race. Like if you look at football or like if you want to look esports, Rocket League or maybe League or even like a lot more like this. But yeah, we're chilling with the top guys. You're not even trying to go past this time. Probably still scarred by the attempt last time round. And Cherry is not really catching back up to Lewis and MQ again. Lewis is also past MQ. And it seems like the Alpine won't make it back past himself here. Maybe Lewis is really the fastest of the bunch, and thus now leading the way. And leading the way away from Cherry, especially. I don't know, shall we just watch some other drivers for the sake of it? I think we've seen Seagull and Sid overtake each other plenty of times. How about Lauda running away from being lapped by the two leaders. Oh, this is peak cinema though. A little bit of switching sides here. Seagull on the DRS. And he's gonna go through and around the last turn. A little bit far from the apex, but yet again, it doesn't really matter. This turn can be driven in several or different lines. Being sit in the rear mirrors. Yo, Kingsman. Not much you did miss. There was like... There is the Polish wall. And making friends with the Saudi wall. Quite frequently. Lauda is committing terrorism. Causing yellow flags everywhere. Also about to be lapped here. Not much, of course, DRS whopping around. All around, but yeah. Lauda doing an Eric, yeah. But yeah, it's really just who wins this, and who's getting fourth right now. It's like the two big battles. Ferry has kissed one wall too much, is now really dropping away from Lewis and MQ. Everybody but Emils is on 3 seconds of time penalty, so it's sort of leveled. Also Jannemann podium frick. Jannemann did qualify P4 or P5 actually. Glanzak did spin early and get front wing damage if I'm not mistaken. And is thus only 8th right now, but I think Jannemann is actually where he is on pace. But yeah, Lil Bro is not as bad on the game as he was in the beginning of F1 24 launching anymore, I think. He has improved a little bit. I mean, might help that there's no certain other drivers around his strength that are there to take him out. He's ass, trust, okay? If you say so. I must have looked at the wrong screen here. Jannemann, absolutely shit. Look at that driving. That's just... Missed apex here, missed apex there. Really undeserved P3. You are correct. So, sit past to P1 again. Wonder if we will still see like a little bit of a battle between Lewis and MQ and Jannemann here. Jannemann is currently on 3 seconds of time penalties, but if he gets another, it's getting sort of close between him and MQ here. And Sid has gotten another time penalty, so he's on 6 now. Seagull has only gotten his first one like 3 laps ago, so I doubt he's gonna go to 6, especially as he usually, very rarely gets time penalties. Shocked there is a 20-second gap from P1 to P4. I mean, we are 9 drivers. Like, we're missing a good bunch of the field. Would have been comedic timing for Wall DNF. Oh, Wall DNF is always comedic timing. And especially here. Like, it can happen everywhere. Whoa! Okay. No need, MQ. Take P4, man. Go back to Ferrari days glory. Lewis is applying some pressure though. I do think he is a little bit faster on pace here. Jerry must have gotten front wing damage at one of his many impacts with the wall. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, he was like completely fine following these two guys and fighting with them. Now 9 seconds down, he's losing like a little bit more than half a second every lap. It's not no bueno. I mean, Lauda does seem to be relatively on pace, I guess. Like, he's still behind Sid and Seagull. Interesting, yes, Sid going down to 5th gear here. I think Seagull takes this all the way through in 6th. At least he didn't quali. Might be that you do this differently in the race. Not losing him too much time though. He did lose 0.3 by the end of that first sector. And Lewis and MQ did actually lose some time as well, as Lauda, oh boy, lands in the wall once more. Does Janneman see? Does Janneman live? He does both. Well managed by the kick driver. That's it. Goes for the move. Taking a little hit on the rear. Yeah, Seagull already almost killed Sid once. It's also a thing that you missed after missing his braking point into turn 1. Which is also where he got his corner cut penalty, where he cut completely across turn 2 after having to avoid Sid. Yeah, cool. I did not want to see the end of this anyways. Thank you. What? I hope everybody else lives. This is awkward if it is not the case. Man. Ash is rude. Kicking me out like this. 2 laps to go. Now I come back and Janneman is leading. What? Okay, yeah. Thank you, Seagull, for greeting us. No complaints in the Discord, we ball. Yeah, it looks like everybody is still fine. Oh my god. I'm not sure if these two guys are fine, actually. They do seem like they want to overtake... yeah, quite desperately. I mean, Sid is 3 seconds down still here. Because of the extra time penalty. Janneman is not losing time to Lewis and MQ enough to be even in danger of falling down positions if he gets another time penalty. But yeah, I guess we're still in it for the on-track victory. Lauda behind Emils there. But they're not on the same lap. Lauda is almost a lap down of everybody. Well, he is a lap down of everybody but Glensog. As these two guys, yeah, they are on full batteries. They are just absolutely chilling until now. Okay. An interesting strategy by Sid. I'm not sure why you would be weaving there, but maybe he just wants to scare Seagull a little bit. Be like, don't you dare go side by side. Wall's closer than you expect, probably. Wait, Emils and Cherry? Okay, never mind. Like, another battle? But, no, it was just a pit stop. Pit stop. Boxenstopp. So, Seagull behind Sid again. I wonder for how long. I do actually wonder who's gonna cross the line first. Both of them are full batteries. This is just a game of managing here. I wonder, like, the light does blink when you recharge ERS and when you're on low ERS or what? Because neither of them are on low ERS, but Sid is... Ooh, okay, yeah, Sid is body blocking a little bit here. Last lap. Let's see what you have, guys. You go around the outside. Oh my, then that looked like damage. Presumably to Seagull's side floor. And the lockup by Seagull, seeing him almost spin. Yeah, 2021 intense. It's 3 years ago already. It's kind of crazy. So the question is, yeah, I don't think, like, even with side floor damage, if he actually has that, Seagull drops another 2 seconds in this lap alone. Don't see it happening. A lot of people are going for fastest lap. Gonna be interesting to see who gets that one. I think the win is now thoroughly in Sid's hands. Neither of them have much fuel anymore, which probably is not gonna change anything here towards the end. Oh, they're going for fastest lap as well. I mean, I guess rip Seagull. Rip both of them. They lost a lot of time here. And I think we're gonna see Sid cross the line first. Yep, Seagull is not getting there in time. But he's gonna take the race win anyways here for now. And Lewis gets back around MQ. Has to take a little bit of a wider line through here though. Now let's see, can the Alpine make it back past? I don't think he has the energy to do so. Let's see Cherry on his fast lap attempt. I mean, no major blunders visible for now. Not sure how... okay. Lauda's actually not even crossing the line, he's just dead. Yeah, I'm not sure how much faster on pace Seagull and Sid are. And if it makes a difference. 30.4 fastest race lap for now, but now the Lenzhug is coming. Last turn. Has a little bit of ERS left still. Pressing the button all the way through. And I don't think it was faster. I think it was a 30.9 if I saw that right. Yeah, Glenzalk not the greatest race weekend for him here. Looked good in qualifying, started P3, but only coming out in P8 in the end. It was 30.9. Okay, yeah, I mean we're gonna see on the standings in second anyways. But yeah, nice battles for the time being. I feel like probably Seagull, Sid, Cherry MQ and Lewis's heart rate were like in the good 150s throughout the entirety. Okay, it was a 29-4 actually there for Glenzalk in the very end. So the fastest lap point goes to him. Entire second quicker than Cherry. Very well done. 4 pit stops though. Slightly suboptimal. And yeah, once more, congratulations to Seagull. Seagull Sid, great battle for P1 there. Jannemann, a quiet race that led him to a nice P3 though. Lewis, MQ have been battling for most of the race as well. For that 4th position, Lewis in the end coming out on top. 2 only drivers to keep it clean here. Very briefly up in the mix as well, but then the walls ended him early. And Emils, honestly, a very, very subtle P6 for him as well. Was not visible on screen much. Drove a rather quiet race too. So... was the fastest lap overlay at the top? Yeah, no. I might just be... So, given that that's it for tonight. Not much left to say for me, except wishing you a nice work week, everybody. Keep your heads up. Christmas coming soon. For all the Middle Europeans, I guess. Next week we're gonna see Portimao. It's also a very nice track in my opinion for racing. Portugal, lovely track. So yeah, usual time again. And yeah, see you then. Hope you enjoyed the race tonight. Thank you for everybody here in chat and drivers. And goodbye. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.